Yes, I'm leaving now.
Chairwoman Shapiro, governors, university presidents, and guests, good morning. My name is Ken Mash, and I'm the president of the Association of Pennsylvania State College and University Faculties, which represent the faculty and coaches at our 14 great universities. On behalf of our membership, I would like to join with what the chairwoman said and welcome the members to the board, the new members to the board, and thank you and all the governors, in fact, for your commitment of time and energy for the cause of providing high-quality, affordable public higher education for Pennsylvanians. The stories of our universities are stories of success. Every semester, students are doing amazing things, and they graduate and go off and contribute to the success of our Commonwealth. That's the narrative, as I've said before, that should undergird every discussion involving the state system of higher education and its universities. Despite the enormous challenges that confront us, we, that is all of us, get the job done, and we get the job done well. Of course, it's always fair to ask what the system and our universities can do better, and to point out the continued challenges that our universities, and more importantly, that our students face when our universities are underfunded. The increase to the budget certainly helps, and we are appreciative of the efforts by the governor and the legislative leaders for securing that additional funding for the system. Still, there are questions of affordability and sustainability that will remain regardless of the actions that are taken by the board today. We've had two studies that have been pretty critical of the system, and it is disturbing to us that those studies have in fact created a narrative among some of failure. And again, to repeat, our story is one of success, not failure. And no study should take away that fact. Everything should be geared towards what we can do better to help more students, to be more affordable, to provide more opportunities for the students of the Commonwealth. We are a little concerned that of those two studies, we haven't had a real analysis of the Dixon Center itself, the functions that it performs, whether or not it is, in fact, performing duties that should be expected during the 21st century. And we look forward to our new chancellor coming in, and we're hopeful that the new chancellor will engage those questions of what the Dixon Center itself does and how it does it. We can do things better, and our faculty believes that we can do things better. And over the last few weeks, I queried our faculty and asked them for constructive suggestions about what they believe the system can do better and how that should be done. It's our intention to present a list of those recommendations with explanations to the board at a future date when they are complete, so that we can have, I hope, meaningful conversations about what it is that our faculty and coaches see on a day-to-day basis and how those could be made better. For the moment, and for the interest of time, I just want to highlight three things which really should not come as a surprise, because these are three things that the faculty and the coaches have been talking about now for years. And we have not seen these changes take place in the system. They're not simple changes, but they are changes that we believe will provide greater opportunities for students and help our university. The first of those is to create a joint application process that allows potential students to apply to more than one university at a time. It hasn't made sense to us, as long as we've been talking about this and asking about it for the last decade plus, why it is that a system does not have that opportunity for students to apply to multiple universities in one instance. I mean, that was the case when I was applying to schools in the SUNY system back in the day, a long time ago, that you were able to do that. It's not clear why we can't do that today. On top of that, that system should allow other universities to see who has applied, what major they've applied for, and what is their admission status, so that other universities can reach out to those students, even if they weren't named on that list, to provide students, potential students, with information about majors at other universities that they may never have considered because of where they live, and not recognize that there are other universities around the Commonwealth that do a great job providing those majors. Second, we believe that the system should have already created the infrastructure necessary to promote collaborative programs among universities. That is, the back-end things that need to be done, like tuition collection and allocation, fee collection, transcript services, and the necessary agreements that should be in place, those things that would allow 2 or more faculty at different universities to be able to offer programs together, rather than our universities retracting, offering less opportunities as far as programs go. We should be looking always to maximize opportunities for students. And by allowing that to take place, we could create some pretty dynamic programs across multiple universities and make sure that the opportunities remain for students. Like I said, we've been asking for this for years. We've tried to work on it, but we have not really seen any concrete progress as far as that goes. And third and last for today, we believe that the system should create a gateway page on its webpage that lists all distance education programs and courses available at our universities that will allow students to register for a course regardless of what university they attend, whether in the system or out of the system, that is, regardless of their matriculation status. Students should be able to see what is available to them. The NCHEMS has identified the fact that there are many citizens of this Commonwealth who have credits at universities and have not been able to complete a degree. They should be afforded that opportunity, and it should be readily available to potential students to see what we offer. I think collectively, I'm not talking about 21st century solutions. We're talking about 20th century solutions. We could do it better in the 21st century. And in fact, I think with the right program, software, and effort, we could get that done relatively simply. We think that these requests are all student-centered and meant to provide opportunities for students. And as I noted, we will have several more. I already have a whole bunch of proposals that we think are common sense proposals that will make our universities even better and help our students. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.